Howard Stern intro. I only got like a few days left of the the Sirius XM trial, but I'm enjoying it while I can. I don't really like Howard's views or him as a person anymore because he's a big sellout. He was what stood for freedom of speech and all that stuff back in the early 80s, 90s, and all that. But he, my man, sold out to corporate America, so. Forget Howard, but he's still got some good stuff. His content's great, like his show and his writers and stuff. Still writes some funny stuff. But I was just riding around talking about how I have trouble with sales and stuff. What is that? Oh. But I was thinking, why do I have trouble with sales? And it's because I try to be such a nice guy. I'm one of them guys that try to be nice all the time. Like, I try to be nice and avoid conflict all the time. Therapist says it's because I'm trying to control things. So if I'm nice to people, maybe things won't get out of control. Maybe there won't be any conflicts. So I try to be nice to control stuff. Like at the grocery store, somebody's walking. Like, I gladly get out of the way. If I see them coming, I'll tell Amber, like, hey, let's move the cart over. Like, watch out, watch out. Amber's like, what? They're like 20 feet away. And I'm like, yeah, but they're coming down the highway. So she's like, why are you worried? And then I think about it, and I'm just like, well, I worry because I'm trying to, like, be proactive in that person coming down the aisle and maybe, like, rolling their eyes at Amber. Because I had this passive-aggressive temper, I told you. I'll tell Amber to move, and she's like, why'd you tell me to move for? Like, that person could have got to. And like, well, I'm just trying to control the situation because I'm trying to make sure Amber's out of the way so I don't see the person like roll their eyes or like say something like, need to move your car. Because if that happens, I'll snap and I'll hurt somebody or hurt somebody's feelings or destroy their whole image of their self. I'll go crazy. And I don't like that. That's not a good way to be. That's how my pops was. Okay. I told you a bunch of times, I think, in the past. It was either two things you heard about my dad. Really good friend, best friend you could ever see. Craziest dude you ever see. He would mess you up, or both. And kind of both are true, because he was like me. He was super nice, sweet, kind, generous. But, man, if you crossed him where he got mad, or you did him wrong to the point where he got mad, dude, it was like a volcano going off inside of an earthquake being carried by a tornado. Yep. With a tsunami blowing the tornado up on land. That's how it was. So I'm kind of like that too. And I don't like it. I remember my dad used to tell me, I don't like getting mad, son, because it feels like my skin and my muscles and everything are gonna bust out. And like, I know how he feels, because that's how it feels to me. So that's why I'm like that. But I was thinking that with sales, I'm so nice, I'm trying to avoid everything. So like, I'm not willing to lose everything. Like, I'm not willing to just be like, yo, I have video services, I can do branding for you, I can do this and that. And, if you don't do it, it's no big deal. What you got? And then, if they say no, just be like, all right, we'll see, bye. Hang on, I'm too worried. Like, if I call, I'm going to try to be catering to everything they say. I'm going to be going, oh, we can do that. Oh yeah, it's a good idea. Even though I think the idea is stupid, I'll still be like, oh no, that's a good idea there. Oh no, we can do that. No, you think this, we can do that too. And when I should be going like, nah, nope, that's not what you need to be doing. Look, if you want me to do this for you, then you can hire me, but I don't need your input on it. You're hiring a professional now. So hire a professional and let me do my work. And if you don't, then go find somebody else to do your social media, go find somebody else to do your video work. I mean, I don't really feel like that, but what I'm trying to get at is I'm so nice and I'm trying so hard to control everything. In other words, in that situation, I'm trying to control not hearing nothing. Like, I'm trying to be nice, just pleading inside my own head, like, please don't say no at the end of this call. Because if it does, I would feel like I've just completely failed at everything. Instead of just being like, all right, no one, boom. Call number two, no two, boom, and get 50 no's in a row, and then just at the end, I'll be like, well, you know what? On the 51st call, I'm going to call and get a damn sale. I'm going to close it. And I got to get like that, people. I got to get like that. I hate it. I hate it because it's like embedded in me to be nice. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I do stuff all the time, even in the car, like when nobody even see, like if somebody cuts over or tries to, you know, I'll let them in. I'll let him in just so there won't be no conflict. Because I know if that guy tries to get in and he shoots me the bird or something like that, I will try to climb out of my car and get into his car to kill him. Like that's how I'm saying kill him. I'm not really talking about kill him. I'm just saying like that's how bad my test I feel. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I know YouTube is sensitive about this stuff, but that's how it feels to me. My temper goes off, so I always try to control that. And back to sales, I try to control the situation where I don't hear no, because it hurts my feelings. It makes me feel like I didn't do a good job selling. It makes me feel like my services aren't worth anything. Man, I really like watching Chris Do. If you don't know him, he's like a kind of an Asian guy. He's a fashion guy. Odd looking, a little eccentric looking, but a cool guy. He is, to me anyway, him and Alex Ramosi are just like the two badass salesmen in the world, because they're selling you something and they got it locked down on math. Like they know it works and they're selling it to you, and when they do sell it to you, when they're telling you about it, they're just telling you about it like, you better get on it. You better get on it while I'm here. Like this is your chance to get me. I'm not trying to get you. Look, if you want me to come in and run your gym, if you want me to come in and run your business and do blah blah blah, and you know, get you popular on social media and make you the number one expert matter in your brand, hire me. And if you don't, then there's other people out there. That's how they do it. And they knock out, you know, 100, 200 cold calls a day, and out of those 100, 200 cold calls, they get sales, and it may be 10, but they get better at it. I got to start practicing that. I got to start practicing cold calling. I got to start practicing just literally trying to sell these services. It's funny. I never wanted to seem like arrogant and cocky. I know a few people that when you say their name, the first thing I think is just like, oh my God. Like, I know a guy named Tony, and like, he's never done anything wrong to me. He seems like he's a good person. I don't think he does people wrong. I don't think he tries to cheat people or anything like that. But he's one of those guys that you just can't be around for but like 5 minutes, and you're just like, oh my God, can somebody please pour muriatic acid inside of my ears so I don't have to hear this guy talk anymore about how much he thinks of himself, how great he is, and how awesome he is, and how much the world would suffer if he weren't here. And I try always not to be like that, but that's the attitude you gotta have. You know what? That guy I'm talking about, he's successful as hell. He's successful. He's got a multi-million-dollar a year business. He's nice. He don't do anything wrong. I mean, I don't think, morally, I don't think he's a bad guy. He don't do anything wrong, but he's kind of an ass. And he kind of, you know, when you talk to him, you kind of like, God, he sure thinks a lot of himself, or he sure thinks a lot of his business or singing or services or whatever. But look at him. He's up there knocking it out. God, my phone's vibrating. He's up there knocking out the money. He's got a place in Raleigh, and he's opening a place in Wilson. So who am I to say anything about that? But I will point out to you again, he's kind of an ass. He's kind of got that asshole vibe. He's kind of got that cocky vibe that I look at and be like, I don't want to be like that. But in a way, I do want to be like that. I do want to be like, you know, there's people, like when you're on a side street in the neighborhood, or maybe it's not so much a side street, just like a little area that's busy, and they'll pull over, and when they pull over, they'll see their friend on the side of the road, or they'll see a person they know, and they'll just stop and roll the window down, you know? And nobody minds that. They're just like, yo, man, what's up? Good to see you, dude. Tell Lauren I said hey. And you're like, all right, you know, a little bit longer, you might blow the horn. And then there's some people, they will see the person they like, and they don't care. Inside their mind, they don't have a care or an acknowledgement in the world that somebody's behind them. if that person blows their horn, if you blow the horn at that person will look at you like you have pulled a rug out from underneath. They cannot believe that you think you had the audacity to blow the horn at me. Because this is my friend, and this is a public road that I'm on, and there's cars that come through here all the time, and there's 3 of them behind me now. But daggone it, Lawrence is here, and I have to talk to Lawrence. And they will sit there and talk and make you go around them. I want to be like that person. That's who I want to be like. The person that stands in the grocery store aisle with their cart sideways in the aisleway, and you can't get around it, and they look at you, and you're like, you try to like maybe give them a little hint, like, get a little, and they just look at you and they go, these marshmallows right here is the ones that we were going to get the other night, and we were going to make on it. And they do not care at all. Like, they look at you, and there's nothing that triggers in their head that says, like, hey, man, morally, why don't you move the car for the person? You're blocking the entire aisleway. There's enough aisleway if you turn your cart the long way, everybody can get through. But in that person's head, it doesn't even register. They don't even have that voice. I want to be that person. I wished I could be that person. If I could be that person, I would be a whole lot more successful than I am now. But you know why? I'm not. Because Dad, that's why. Dad was always a nice person. Blame it on you, Dad. Dad was a nice person. And he was always preaching that. You be nice to people. You be good to people, and they'll be good to you. You be good to people. You be honest. You come through when you're part of the deal. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. You borrow something, you say you're going to give it back to him. He always preached that. But I found in life that most of that is a bunch of bullshit. All of it is not true. That's not true. I try to be good people all the time. And there's very few people who are good back to me. There's very few people in this world that I'm just like, man, that's a good person right there. That's a good human being. Well, that's a good woman. That's a good man. There's a few, I know them, I can name them. But, yeah, it didn't turn out like that. So, you go through life, you lead a good moral life. You're a good person. People will be good back to you. That's true. That's something maybe, and maybe that's the part he just didn't explain to me, is that, yeah, you be good to people, they'll be good back to you. Except the assholes, they're still going to be assholes to you. They're still going to mess with you. They're still going to screw you over. They're still not going to care about you. They'll still stab you in the back when you turn around. They'll still talk shit about you when you turn around. So I have just got this kind of instinct thing, this natural feeling in my head that if I'm good to people, and I'm nice to people, and I'm fair to people, and I say, I'm going to do this Tuesday. I'll call you Tuesday at 1 o'clock. We're going to do this episode on blah, blah, blah. We're going to do it on Wednesday. We'll get this call done for the end of the week. We need to wrap it up on the 20th. See, if I just did that and just walked away like, look, if you ain't got it, if you don't give me the episode by then, like, we just won't do it. Like, but it's so tough because this is my full-time job. So I'm literally relying on this money. Like, I'm relying on the money to come in. But you know what else, though, thinking about that, as I say that, I think I'm relying on this money to come in, so I'm always, like, under the gun, to have enough money. I got that week-to-week living mentality that I always talk about I hate so much. So that's my fault, though, because if I didn't have that week-to-week living mentality, living paycheck to paycheck, the money I make is incredible. But not incredible. I don't make like 7, 8 figures, anything like that. But the money I make is incredible. I just don't have good money management skills. I feel like if I got it, then I need to go spend it. I don't spend it on crap. I mean, I guess some people may say, oh, you didn't need that. But I don't go buy gold jewelry or $700 cologne. I don't even wear cologne. I wore the same pair of jeans all week. I shower, I'm clean, and my jeans are clean. And I wear underpants and boxer briefs, so my junk ain't in my jeans. But I've had the same jeans on all day. You see my videos? I got 7 shirts that I wear. that I like those 7 shirts. I like the way they look and feel. It fit me and look. I'm good. I don't care that I don't have, you know what I'm saying? So I don't spend a lot of money. I got some bad habits. I told you, like the Kratom stuff. I tend to use that a little bit more than I should. It's a little addicting. It makes you feel good. I mean, there's some, like the Kratom stuff that gets you high, like knocks you off your stuff. The 7-hydroxy, whatever, mitochondria. I'm just talking about like the Kratom shots, little 5-hour energy things, but they're expensive. And you know, you get one every day. That stuff adds up over time. And sometimes I get 1, 2, 3 a day, and that's too much. But I got to get off that. I got to get better at the money management part. But you know what? I got to start being an a-hole. So I'm going to start being an a-hole. I've decided today. I'm just kidding. I didn't really decide that. No, I have. I've decided. I'm going to try, starting tomorrow, to be a a-hole. To be an a-hole and not be scared to hear no. To go after no. I hear one guy like Christo, he even says, I mean, you should be calling people, trying to get them to say no. Pricing yourself out of their, what you think their range is. Just trying to get them to say no. That's how you get sales. Like, you keep raising your price. Every client you talk to, you just keep raising your price and you get no. And you know you've gone too high. Those people succeed. Those people believe in themselves. Those people don't care. I care too much. I gotta stop caring. So join me in my life from now on. I'm gonna stop trying and stop trying to care so much. I hope you have a good day. I hope to see you more people. Peace.